Hey sister,
You keep your head held high,
what you
just
gonna
like Mom
do?
taught us.
We got to show these folks that we belong.
Girl, it's time for you to see the world.
Sister, what you gonna do?
Now I come here out of respect.
Down by the river, gonna
And I'm
play.
here. I'm here.
The Color Purple, rated PG-13, now playing.
I'm feeling this. I'm your professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, it's pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, more importantly, you see the clip. Go on, Google this book first so you can find it on Amazon. It has nothing to do with the manosphere, okay? It's just a dope book. Um, we're gonna do a review on The Color Purple. My lady wanted to go see The Color Purple for Christmas, so I got dragged along into these shenanigans. You know, love make you do crazy things. But for me, I'm gonna try to be objective as possible, but I'm gonna be a little silly. First and foremost, I don't like musicals. I think they're for women, kids, and gay people. I just because it's a musical, it's a movie. It's really pretty much basically the same movie. You know, they changed a few things here and there from the original, but pretty much the same movie, right? But the thing about it is, because it's a musical, fellas, if you got to watch it, it's just gonna be dancing out of nowhere. Some of the stuff in the beginning, as the movie went on, the musical part kind of slowed down. But in the beginning, it was just reckless dancing for no reason, just reckless. I'm walking, I'm talking, motherfuckers doing, new moves and Jim Crow. Like it was just weird. But as far as like the whole thing, the acting, it was cool. Um, so basically, for the manosphere part, we're gonna get into it like this. Let's get so pretty much the movie is full of child molesters. You know, Celia Nettie's daddy is a child molester. You know, he was married to Celia Nettie's mama, and that was their daddy, so they thought. And daddy got Celia pregnant twice and gave the babies away, right? So if y'all never seen the movie or whatever, right? Uh, let me fast forward to the end to come to find out that the guy that she thought was her daddy that was going ahead and molesting her wasn't never her daddy, and they didn't know their real daddy. Their real daddy died and left them the house for them to live in. So when that guy died, they when side daddy died, and they found out that they owned the house, or Silly found out she owned the house because Nettie was out of the country. And the reason I did that part is because for the vast majority of the movie, the men are no good, the men this and nobody ever loved me. And then she finds out at the end of the movie that damn, my daddy loved me so much before I even excuse me, I never knew he existed, but he planned for me. But child molester gave her away, right? Then tried to sleep with her sister. The sister, now part of it is weird because it shows quote unquote female oppression. But at the same time, it's this aloof thing that goes on with the women. Like, oh, these men are so bad. I'm just walking down the street singing, doing absolutely nothing, playing in the clouds. And then you got the women like Sophia just walking around mad at everybody. I fought my daddy and my brothers and my uncles, and I fought everybody. You know what I'm saying? I fought the champ, and I fought the champ, and I fought pit bulls and Rottweilers, and she just walking around mad, right? Only to be pressed by an old white woman and cuss her out, and then white people beat her, and then she don't say nothing. She just the white people did it. They broke me. It's like, wait a minute. Well, and unnecessarily got into the fight with the lady, as in the first one. It's like, yo, just say I don't want to be made. Say no, thank you, no thank. But she had to be. I gotta show everybody that I can fight. And sometimes it comes off as all your life you had to fight, or all your life you were starting fights. It starts to look like all your life you were starting fights till white folks whoop your ass. I'm sorry, you know, could it be a man on spirit perspective? Maybe. I don't know. But um Mr. Child Molester. Child molester is like, you know, and it's interesting that Nettie was supposed to be the pretty one, the pretty light, and just for the colorism argument, the pretty light skinned girl just could do anything. She didn't have no troubles in life, and she just went off to Africa. Well, she had troubles, Daddy tried to touch her, Mister tried to touch her, and they couldn't get it, so they both kicked out. But somehow Celia was just getting molested, and sister just let's just sing, baby. Let's just walk around and sing, baby. It's just all good, baby. She not really standing up for her sister. Her sister standing in front of guns for her. It's just weird. It's just weird. Just weird. But whatever. They're gonna make that play. I know somebody's gonna bring that up. Uh gotta go there. I don't know how to say this. I really don't. It's a lesbian love story, really. And there was multiple times some particular song came up with this note. It just don't let no men be around children. It's like, wait a minute. I'd heard about 2, 3 times in this movie, just out of the blue, just don't let men be around the children. It's like, what the fuck? Okay. All right. So let me get this right. Men shouldn't be around kids because silly daddy a child molester and Mister was child molester that grew up, with the girl because she was young when they got married. It's just a whole nother story. Oh, by the way, I just want to say, silly Nettie's mama married a child molester. I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure the first husband, then the side dude that she married just was a child molester. And they had the brothers looking mean. Dion Cole, they had all the brothers looking mean in there who was the villain. They just walked around mugging. They just mugged like a Louisiana rapper. Anybody's mugging like NBA Youngboy, just for nothing. But but ironically, the Suge Avery character, like that's part of the lesbian love story, because she fall in love with Celia or whatever. And I'm like, it's interesting. You know what's interesting? Master could be Master, Lord have mercy. Freudian slip. Mister could be abusive as hell, and she hate that man. And Suge could come and live with that man, and she sleep with that man, and you know it in the house in front of you, and you kind of low key tried to get her there, with your ideas. And she slept with that man that's supposed to be your husband that you don't like, by the way, in the house, and you cooking for her, cleaning after her, riding with her, and you sleep, and she's sleeping with him, and it's like, but I love you. So it's like it's just a lesbian love story. You was jealous that what I'm saying. You wasn't sleeping with her. It's just weird. Just weird. I know it's a feminist, piece or whatever. It doesn't really matter. People said time and time again that type of stuff. They made a movie about the worst stereotypes you can make coming together at the same time. About men at least. Now, one of the things I didn't understand in all of these movies, it was a good story, that the sister took care of her kids that were taken away and wound up bringing them back near the end, and quote unquote Mister tried to make amends by doing the right thing. I get all that, but the spitting in the water scene, it didn't make sense. Lou Gossett Jr. played Mister's daddy, and he was checking his son. And this, I'm going somewhere with this. He was checking his son about treating his wife bad because Suge Avery was there. He's like, you got this hoe in my house, and you got a wife. So because he was saying you got this hoe in my house, in our family house, and you got a wife, she's spitting his water. It's like, and the reason I say that is because there was a lot of little misplaced hatred. Like even when Sophia got arrested, because when you're young and you see this stuff and you older, you like, what the hell was you doing? Not when Sophia got in a fight when she started that fight at the juke joint. I gotta say it. Her husband, she got into a fight. Wasn't her fault. That was the squeaky girl started it. She slapped the girl back. It was about to be a fight. Her husband tried to grab her. Come on, baby. And she get off of me. I don't know, man. Touch me. And just started a whole brawl. And it's like, sometimes, whether y'all know it or not, what it comes off at points in this movie is what happened back then in this hypothetical movie is women were just pushing an envelope and doing unnecessary shit to the wrong people. See, and this becomes, the feminist thing where do you really know who your enemy is? Because Sophia ain't had no smoke for that white lady. Just saying. All those years, how can I say this? Celia didn't have no smoke for Nettie. Cause like, bitch, you know what? And maybe it was a good thing that she went off and wound up raising the kids and all that. But I'm like, damn, you just let your sister get done dirty. you know, she didn't have all that smoke for Mister. Mister was that was Ike Turner before Ike Turner. Let the movies tell it. He was just the villain. Just no smoke for him, and everybody's like, stand up to that man, and she just could never do it. She didn't have no smoke for Suge for sleeping with her husband. It's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And I know it's the time period, this, that, and the third. I get all that. Harpo was passive as hell, which was in the first movie. And it's like, I don't understand what you passive for. You ain't even got to get in the shit. Like, it just didn't make sense. It was like, since you're the son of an abusive man, you had to get an abusive woman. It was just God's work coming together. I don't know. Suge and her daddy, that was interesting. It's always interesting because they never said why she really beefed, in my opinion. And if I'm not mistaken, even in the first one, Suge was a mother who left her kids, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like, touching on them, it's sad to say this shit. It's really sad to say this shit. All the mothers, some no fault of their own and others fault of their own, they didn't raise their own kids. No fault of her own. Celia didn't raise her own kids. She raised Mister's kids. For the most part, Harpo raised Sophia's kids. What is the other god doggone girl? Their mother died. Celia and Eddie's mother died, so the other dude that they thought was their daddy raised them. And somebody raised Sugar Avery kids. So it's like, and the men bad, men. It's like, I get some of them, others I don't get so much. It was weird. And one thing that's the most important thing, and I just noticed in entertainment, whether it be acting or music, I heard an old lady say this on a clip, like that black people, we've lost an anointing. And that's a problem. Because now it kind of looks like a minstrel of trying to be soulful now. It's like, I'm not necessarily dissing the movie. I'm really not. But I'm pointing out some things just in a societal sense. Go see the movie. I wanted to go see Aquaman, but I didn't have a problem watching the movie. When the dancing died down, it got better because it was just too much dancing for me, and that's just a for me thing. So I'm gonna leave it at that. You tell me what you think, or if you need me to go more in depth, which I don't want to, but tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you that.